So, today I'm on course, my first vlog, and we're at Walton Heath Golf Club, which is in Tadworth in Surrey. And Walton Heath, Tadworth is 23 miles from London, about an hour in the car. So, Walton Heath hosts the 2019 US Open qualifying. And there is an exceptional field. Professional players from both the European Tour, PGA Tour, ranked amateur players, fighting for 14 places here at Walton Heath. And this golf course I'm walking across now is so tough. I mean, it's windy out here, and there's some exceptional scoring this morning. These guys do make it a tough golf course look very, very easy, and I can tell you that it's not that. Behind me you can see there the heather, which is the defence of this golf course. It's a bit breezy this afternoon, so wasn't so much this morning. Conditions were quite favourable for scoring this morning on this type of golf course, because its defence is definitely the wind, being a heathland golf course here in Surrey. But that heather you can see behind me is thick and it's lush, and I mean, it really is tough stuff. You have to have wrists of titanium to get that golf club, hold that face open, as that heather will be twisting it closed and de-lofting it. And I know there's been some exceptional play, but these greens are undulating, they're big greens which really have some big slopes on them as well, so they're tough to read for a lot of these players that are touring the world, playing different grass types, different climates, you know, different temperatures, and you know, they're finding it pretty difficult out here today. So, watched about sort of 40 minutes or so now. Been walking across the new golf course, and it's pretty tough out here actually. I mean, these guys are making it look easy, but it's a little bit breezy out here now, overcast. Temperatures dropped down a little bit now. We're about sort of 17, 18 degrees, but you know, these guys are, you know, shooting some fantastic scores. Thomas Pieters, watched him for a couple of holes with Ross Fisher. Doesn't look like he's in it today. Head was down, pulled an iron shot and approach shot on one of the par fives. So, you know, not really firing all cylinders. Ross Fisher seemed to be playing quite nicely. Local boy, Ross McGowan, I was watching him. He hit a lovely shot on 11, approach shot with a wedge in his hand, knocked it to about 8 foot, rolled the putt in, so that was nice watching him. And watched some other stuff as well. Watched Lind play a little shot out of the famous Walton Heath heather. That was a little push, just missing the 11th green, which was you know, fantastic shot out of that lie. Watched a few putts, Marcel, Siem and Fdez Castano putting on 11. Siem with a nice little approach putt, and Castano just missing his putt. Pieters missed a putt on 8 after what looked like a decent sort of approach shot, but missed his putt. He's going to have to knock in 4 birdies or so to be getting in. Burmester, watched him play a tee shot on 16. Looks like he's very calm on his own. What happens here in the qualifying, usually in the afternoon, there's quite a lot of withdrawals. So you see quite a lot of players either being repaired or sometimes even going out alone with a marker. and Burmester was out with a marker, struck his iron shot pretty decent, just a slight pull with a bit of draw on it, so hit it into the left rough, but was good to see him playing his shot there, his tee shot. The so far the leader after his second 18, sitting very comfortable, probably enjoying his tea now, his supper. It is 14 places plus 2 reserves that get in from qualifying here at Walton Heath. They both, the competitors play both golf courses. They play the old and the new course, both par 72. So behind me is the 11th hole, as you can see it. John and his playing partner are on that hole at the moment. So just a little update from the course and how these guys are, some of these guys are tearing this golf course up. So going to carry on, have a little walk around and watch some play, a little bit more play, and going to report back once I get to the car with an update on the scoreboard, and then we'll be posting this on YouTube. So we'll catch you very shortly. Update from the course here, standing at the back of the 13th on the old, so you can see Burmester there, 16 under, enjoying his supper now. First place, one of those spots, which is 11 spots and 2 reserves. So Sam Horsfield finished his round on the new this afternoon. Marcus Fraser, Avon Slattery, 14th place, currently sitting at 6 under par as well. So I've had about an hour here now. Some fantastic golf shots. These guys just make this game look incredibly easy when it's incredibly hard. It's the amateur Bergstrom, come over from South Florida State College, come over to play. Exceptional ball striking today, but struggling on the greens, missed quite a lot of putts, so not quite putting a score together. This golf course is tricky. Heathland course here in Surrey, they do struggle reading these greens, and this heather is just so tough. I mean, it's grown, it's really mature heather that they're playing out of. They've got, I'm walking down the 14th here on the old, and some of this stuff down here is, you know, pretty tricky stuff. That, I mean, it's wiry, it's thick. These guys, if they do miss this fairway here, you've got about maybe 10 yards of rough with the wispy sort of links grass there, and they're juicy at the bottom, quite thick at the bottom as well, and then it sort of moves into heather here. So if you're offline, you're just going to be knocking it into the thick stuff and struggling to get it out. But you know, it's fantastic, some of these shots. Right, so that was some qualifying afternoon up here at Walton Heath. So we've got the 13 people have made it through so far. We've got a playoff for the 14th spot. So we've got Dean Burmester, Sam Horsfield, Marcus Fraser, Clemay Sorday, Matea Pavon, Lee Slattery, Marcus Kinhult, Reese Enoch, Adri Arnaeus, Justin Walters, Daniel Helia, Thomas Pieters, and Merrick Bremner is on the course, still on the course at the moment. He's on the 17th. Just finished the 17th. He's playing the 18th on the old course. So I watched Pieters, finished off watching Pieters. I've got quite a lot of videos of Pieters actually. It was actually, you know, really good watching Pieters. He's had a great round this morning, 67. I watched him a little bit on the front nine on the new course this afternoon, and he looked quite ordinary, to be honest. Looked a little bit deflated. Missed a putt on the par 5/8, and then he birdied 9, got back into it, and then he really started to get going a little bit on the back 9. Eagled the 13th, followed up by a bogey on 14, and then he was just seriously steady coming home, and some fist pumps going on as he made up and down, a great up and down on 17. Hit a shot right off the tee, had 44 yards according to his caddy. Recorded him hit a little wedge shot, a little flop shot, face open, just under hit it, got underneath it and under hit it and left it short right, and then hit a great chip shot to about 3 foot, and then binned the putt coming back. That was with a fist pump as well, so he was really happy with that part. And then he drove greenside on 18, hit a great drive, got the video, smashed it down to greenside, rolled his eagle putt to about 2 feet, and then knocked that home to get himself a nice place at the US Open. So the playoff now is Paratori, Elvira, Pavan, Wattell and Wiesberger, and those guys are going to be playing for the 14th spot. A little playoff going on there, so nail biting stuff. I've not got time to hang on now for the playoff, but I think it's going to be great. There's guys down on the practice ground. I'm just having a little look. They're warming up, getting ready. So it's going to be a nail biting finish here. So some fantastic golf played. These guys just make it look so easy out here. It was pretty tough. You know, the wind got up. It was a bit breezy this afternoon. The course was really tricky. The heather was just so dense and thick. You know, if they hit it offline, there was no way, unless they were just literally wedging it back out, that they were advancing the ball any distance out of that heather. So these guys, they just, time and time again, I watch these tournaments, they just make it look so easy. Golf courses that are so hard look easy. But then that's the day job, right? So fantastic golf for me. Watching Pieters at the end was fantastic. Interaction with the crowd, bit of banter with his playing partner Ross Fisher. They were having a little putt playoff, which looked quite fun. Playing for 20 euros per putt, which was good fun watching the chemistry. Good friends there on the European tour, so that was great. So over and out. I'm leaving Walton Heath Golf Club, head back home. Had a busy day, picking up balls at the range this morning, a couple of lessons, and then over to Walton Heath this afternoon to watch the US Open. So that was great fun, and I'll be posting this on the YouTube channel a bit later. Thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate your support with the channel. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos, and click on the notifications icon so that when you log on to YouTube, you see my new videos when I release them. Thank you very much. You guys are great.